Hello, my name is Mary Heather Micus, and today I'm going to be dissecting the pig. I've actually already dissected it, but I'm going to be naming the parts and showing the stomach and the intestines as they're pulled out as well. I'm going to cut those today. For starters, my pig is down here. I'm going to be tilting the screen a lot because of the way my setup is on my tablet, and then here I've got a list and the directions that I was given of what we needed to name in order. So I may glance periodically from time to time to those. Okay, so to get started, I did pull off the umbilical cord, like it said in the directions to cut that. And I'm going to show you that portion. It's this lifted up part right here. See that little part that I have cut? That is the transverse cut there. Okay, so now, next, after we've talked about that you wanted the urogenital papilla actually first. So technically, let's start with that. I'm going to be taking my glove on and off to kind of control the computer and to show you things. Okay, so right there, urogenital papilla. And just one more time, umbilical cord. Okay. Alright, so the next we're going to do the tongue. Here I'm going to take off my glove to do a little pointing and pulling of the laptop. Okay, so the tongue is here, this portion here. See, and then there's some teeth underneath there. Okay, and the hard plate, tilt down further. Actually, let me slide the pig back some. That's the hard plate, this rough, rigid area right there, and then it starts to get soft, and it's kind of mushy right there. That's the soft plate, or the soft palate and hard palate, however you like to call it. This portion here, that is the epiglottis, and then deeper, which you can't really see it very well, but on deeper in there, that's the pharynx. Right there as it extends down to the throat. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put my glove on and turn around my pig so you can see some of these inner portions a little bit better. Okay. Might do some tilting and lifting for this portion. Okay. And I tried to clean out my pig as much as possible, but still might have some brown stuff come out. Anyway. Alright. This will be the easiest way to do it here. Okay, so starting here, this hard bony plate is the pharynx, and then, we already talked about the pharynx down up in here, but the larynx starts here, and the bony portion there, you can kind of see it nice in the video, that is the trachea. Okay, and then I'm going to have to get a little closer for this part because I want to show you the esophagus, and it is deep. It's actually behind the trachea. It's this little tube here, which is behind the trachea there. Okay? And, alright, next we have this organ here, which is the thalamus. Oh, excuse me, I'm going out of order. Oh, you don't even have that on the paper. Okay. So now we've done the trachea, but the thalamus is here. Excuse me, the thyroid, and then the thalamus is actually on the heart, just about down in here. Okay, so next, bronchi and the lungs. So we have, let me tilt this down because I'm not sure if you're seeing it. I'm going to take off my glove here. Might be easier. Okay, so we have a lung, up here. And let me turn this guy around and make it easier this way. Lung up here. Right up here. And it goes all the way down over the heart pretty much. This whole area. And then there's another lung that's positioned a little lower, and it's also a little smaller right down here. And deep behind the heart, you can't particularly see it, is the bronchi. Okay, back to the gloves. So I can lift up a little bit. Okay, this big organ here. This big organ right here, that's the heart. And under here, this area that's been cut, I may have done too much cutting here, but it's a flap. See if I can get a better view. It's like a thin flap that lays sort of directly over right there. That flap right there. It lays directly over the liver here. Okay? And as I just said, I named the liver. Might do a little more tilting, or maybe I'll just lift it. So, liver is there. Take off a glove here. Do some tilting. Because we're down to the bottom of this guy. Okay, and as I said, that is the liver there. And then under the right side, if you can see, right here is the gallbladder. Okay, this area down here begins the small intestines, very small, and then the larger tube underneath, which this little ending here is the cecum. And then this larger tube over here is the large intestines right here. And then the pancreas, if you can see, is right here. And this little thin organ looks almost like a little brown flap. This little brown flap is the spleen right here. Okay, and then this brown tube here is the rectum. And I have failed to mention up in here, I skipped a couple things. Let me go back. This organ that you cannot see in this video. Okay. Right underneath, I'll lift it up more and just grab gloves. Underneath the intestines, on top of the intestines, find it, this organ here that is kind of hard to see, that is the stomach. And the beginning of the small intestines is a straight area, which I'm going to show you. That right there, straight area right there, that's the duodenum. Next video, I'll be discussing the lower abdominal area and the pelvic. region.